Well, if you're in a car accident, you know your insurance company will likely take care of the damage, but it'll also take care of you and your well-being. So in this week's Know the Law segment, Tom Zinus joining us to talk about the medical care available to you after a crash. Certainly don't want to have it, but it's nice to have the coverage.
So we're talking about this again, and why? Well, it's the beginning of the year. The legislative session ends at the end of 2018. Okay. We've been seeing a lot in the news that there are some legislators or the mayor of Detroit who says we're going to make a gun, we're going to go for auto no-fault reform again this year. So if we're going to have that discussion again, let's start with a basic understanding of what we have before we talk about reforming it.
Sure.
So what do we have? Well, it is no doubt that we have the most comprehensive system of medical care coverage in the United States for auto accident victims. What does it mean? It means that those people who are injured and auto accident victims can turn to their own insurance company, not the other driver, for their medical care and anything that is reasonably necessary for their care, recovery, and rehabilitation. Those are the magic words. Now, some people say we have an unlimited system that's sort of a feeding trough of benefits. Well, unfortunately, there are some abuses in the system, right? But the system is not set up to be unlimited. You, as the injured person or your doctor, you have to show that what you're asking your insurance company to pay is reasonably necessary and that it is reasonably necessary for your injury. But provided that you can show that, you're entitled to recover it from your own no-fault insurer, and there are not annual or lifetime or dollar caps that apply to that claim. That's why it's the most comprehensive.
Sure.
Other states have a hard dollar cap that when you exhaust that cap, you're out of benefits and you got to go somewhere else. Well, where are you going to go? Private health if you have it. If you don't, Medicare or Medicaid. This is another really important part about the no-fault system. There is not a dollar of government money in the system. It's private money that we have. It's our money.
Sure.
We have all paid into this. Every time we pay our auto insurance, we pay into the system.
And it's not cheap in Michigan. We're one of the highest, right?
That's right, and it's something that needs to be addressed. It does need to be addressed. But it isn't a system of government-run health care or government-run insurance. It's a system of our own money where, heaven forbid, we need it or our loved ones need it. We're able to look back to the fund that we helped create. So when you talk about reforming the system, one of the most important questions is, well, what are we going to do with the money that we have all collectively set aside as a community? Because all of that money is there to take care of the most catastrophically injured, which of course we hope that we are not one of those people. But if we are, it's our own money. What else do you get? Well, you aren't told where you get your medical care from. You get to choose your own medical providers, right? And this is something that people have had a lot of concern of in this issue and other issues. I want to be able to choose my own doctor. Under the no-fault system, you can do that. Again, if it's reasonably necessary, it's your choice to make. So when we consider reforming the system and all the variety of things that people are talking about, remember what we have and ask, well, what am I going to get at the end of this reform, and is it a good deal for me and my family?
It's always fair to be critical of what you have, but what's the alternative is basically what you're saying.
That's right.
Good stuff, Tom. Where do we track you down?
West Michigan, 616-301-3333, online at www.sinusdramus.com, or on email at info@sinusdramus.com.
Good stuff. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Derek.